Ozark Hills Rider here, and today I am going to do what I thought I did yesterday. Yeah. In between the rainstorms yesterday, I got on my 2005 Yamaha Roadstar Warrior, and I drove down here to McCormick Lake and did a walk around review and talked about the specs of this bike, and did some riding around. At the end of the day, when I went to put it all on my laptop, I didn't record the part where I talked about the bike and the specs. So poor me, I have to get out again today and do that part of it for this video. Huh. The sun is shining today though. There was no sun yesterday. Okay, here we are. My 2005 Yamaha Warrior 1700. Although it's classified as a 1700 cc, it is actually 1670. Or for you Harley riders, 102 cubic inch. Alright, well, we'll start on the front. I like the windshield. It is an aftermarket, but it's made for the Yamaha Warrior. Inverted forks. Great for this heavy cruiser. And it is adjustable. Matter of fact, the guy I got it from was about 25 pounds lighter than me, so that especially the front feels a little soft for me, so I need to adjust those up to 210 pounds that I weigh. Double disc brakes on the front, single disc in the back, a 120 18-inch tire on front, and this looks good, a 200 17 on the rear. Vance & Hines big shot exhaust with a Power Commander 3 underneath the front seat. I just don't know about that big old breather, because that's a whole lot of motor in there and being covered up by that huge breather. The breather element itself inside there is 1/3 that size, but that's something that's on it. The bars I like because they are adjustable. If you want, you can buy risers, raise them up, lean them back, lean them forward. I had a 2004 that came out into the T drag bars, and there was no adjusting on them at all. I like the key where it's at. I like the gas tank. The lid stays on just like a sport bike when you open the key. But I will talk about the dash. When I sit, I'm back here, and my 57-year-old eyes, when I'm moving at 55 miles an hour, these are hard to see. I mean, got your speedometer, your tachometer, digital up here. You got trip 1, trip 2, you got your clock, and when you hit on reserve, it'll start counting your miles, how many you have on reserve, which is nice, but from back here, it's hard for me to see. Mirrors are wide enough that I can see past my shoulders. My shoulders are a little wide, and but no problem seeing through the mirrors at all. This one's got a rattle. Yeah, it's something inside doing that. But anyway, I got a dent right there. About the only bad thing on the bike. One owner. The guy I bought it from bought it brand new in 2007. One owner bike. It's got 23,000 miles on it. I like that. Stock seats. The seats actually come in a couple different styles. This one separates. This comes off and this stays on. I put these bags on just the other day, and they're faded. I need to, if I'm gonna leave them on there, I need to get some shoe polish, the soft spongy kind, and darken them up. But this actually would need to go under the seat. It's made for a warrior. It says Roadstar Warrior, so there you go. Forward controls are absolutely wonderful. Look how far it is from the controls to the seat. I'm 6 foot tall and I get to stretch out on there. Plenty of room. Absolutely comfortable. And the ride itself is comfortable. I mentioned inverted front forks, mono shock and back, which is also fully adjustable. That is nice. I do like, oh, it's an aftermarket, although it is a Star family backrest. I like the backrest. I wish this was black instead of chrome, but the bags don't look too bad from the back. It kind of gives it a wider stance. Belt drive. It is a 5-speed, and yes, 5 gears on this bike is plenty. It's high geared. It'll get out on the highway and run good. It's got a fake breather on this side. It's covering up some electronic stuff underneath there. It looks good. It's a good looking bike for a cruiser. It's a good looking bike. I love the way it shifts out on the highway, because I rode sport bikes for years. This will shift as fast as your foot and hand and clutch hand will move. Just as fast as you want to shift, it shifts, instead of like a lot of the big old V twins that you have to let idle down before you shift gears, or you're going to hear the gears grinding. That's alright, they'll make more. But I mean, it shifts really good. I like that about it. And hey, look, I remembered my list. Here, take a screenshot of that. Oh yeah, here's some things I forgot. Seat height. 28 inch. Is that what it is? Yeah, 28 inches. I think it's lower than that. I need to get a tape measure and check that, because I can sit on it flat-footed and my knees bent. I think it's lower than 28, but that's what I'm saying. It's a long bike, 94 inches, which is like 7 foot 8 or 9 inches. So just a little shy of 8 foot long. It's a long bike. It does have an aluminum frame. Dry weight on this bike is 606 pounds. And I don't know how you would figure it up wet, because it holds 4 gallons of gas, 4.5 quarts of oil. I'm not sure how much in the drive, but that's separate. That is a separate oil location for it. But all that added up, probably under 700 pounds. And for a big bike, big motor, that is not bad at all. It is windy today, but it wasn't any trouble at all driving that thing in the wind. There you go, we'll cheat again. Oh yeah, horsepower. This surprised me. It's not as much as what it feels like. 86 horsepower. The bike just feels like it has more than that. And I know that is due to the torque. 99 foot-pounds of torque on this monster. Yeah, 99 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, that was more than the Hayabusa that I used to own. But and there's a difference. Anybody who's rode sport bike and a cruiser, sport bikes are so fast to take off. You feel the speed. It's instant throttle response. I mean, a cruiser is going to be a lot slower, but one thing about a cruiser, especially with this much of torque, is the pull. I like the pull that you feel with this cruiser, and I'm talking about the pull it takes for you to pull yourself on with hanging onto the handlebars when you really get in this thing and take off. I enjoy the bike a lot. I really like it, and I don't know if there's anything else. I believe that's it. And this is Monday. The rest of the video I did on Sunday when it was cloudy and cold. Hey, you get some sparkles on that thing. And I am at McCormick Lake, a spring-fed lake. Cool. Oh look! Somebody has run into that sign. Well, I sure hope they didn't get a ticket for it. Huh. Okay, let's do another pull with it before we call it a video.